Did you know your brain might be lying to you right now? It sounds like a line from a science fiction thriller, but it's the unsettling truth about memory. We tend to think of our memories as reliable recordings, like video footage. We can rewind and replay at will, but the reality is far more complex and far less dependable. Memory is not a recording, it's a reconstruction, a constantly shifting landscape molded by time, emotion, and even our own imaginations. Imagine your memory as a file saved on your computer. You might open it, view it, maybe even edit a few details. Each time you save it, you overwrite the original. And similarly, every time you recall a memory, you're not accessing a pristine original version. You're opening the latest draft, potentially introducing subtle changes that become incorporated into the next save. This might seem like a design flaw, but this flexibility is actually crucial to how we learn and adapt. Our brains aren't wired for perfect recall. Instead, they prioritize the gist, the emotional core, and the personal meaning we extract from our experiences. Deep within the folds of our brains, two key structures play a crucial role in this memory reconstruction process: the hippocampus and the prefrontal cortex. The hippocampus, tucked away in the temporal lobe, acts like a librarian, responsible for encoding new memories and retrieving existing ones. It's here that the initial fragile traces of our experiences are first imprinted onto our neural circuits. But the hippocampus doesn't work in isolation. The prefrontal cortex, sitting at the front of the brain, acts as the executive editor. It helps organize and consolidate memories, linking them to existing knowledge and shaping them into coherent narratives. It's this interplay between the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex that allows us to learn from the past, predict the future, and construct our sense of self. However, this dynamic process also introduces the potential for errors and distortions. As memories are retrieved, reassembled, and reconsolidated, they become vulnerable to influence from a variety of sources. Our current emotions, beliefs, and even the information we encounter after an event can all subtly alter the way we remember it. The fallibility of memory is not just a theoretical concept, it has real-world consequences. My own research has demonstrated how easy it is to implant entirely false memories into people's minds. In one study, we convinced participants that they had been lost in a shopping mall as children, even though this event never happened. By providing vivid details and encouraging them to visualize this scenario, we were able to create compelling yet entirely fabricated memories. These findings have profound implications for eyewitness testimony, which has long been considered the gold standard in legal proceedings. If our memories are so susceptible to suggestion and distortion, how can we be sure that what we remember is an accurate reflection of reality? The answer, unfortunately, is that we often can't. False memories aren't always so dramatic. Many people have vivid recollections of events that never actually happened. Remember the time Bugs Bunny appeared in a Disney movie? Or when Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 1980s? These widespread false memories, often referred to as the Mandela Effect, highlight the collective nature of memory distortion. One of the most intriguing aspects of false memories is that they often feel as real and vivid as genuine ones. People who have been convinced of events that never happened often express complete certainty in their recollections, even when confronted with evidence to the contrary. This illusion of truth underscores the powerful influence our own minds can have over our perception of reality. The more we recall a memory, the more real it feels, regardless of its accuracy. Each retrieval strengthens the neural pathways associated with that memory, making it more accessible and believable in the future. This is why it's so important to be critical of our own memories, especially when they involve emotionally charged events or situations where our judgment might be clouded. Just because a memory feels real, just because we can recall it in vivid detail, doesn't mean it actually happened the way we remember it. Our brains are constantly rewriting our past, blending fact and fiction in ways we may never fully comprehend. If our memories are so unreliable, why hasn't evolution weeded out this apparent flaw? The answer lies in the adaptive value of a flexible memory system. Our ancestors didn't need to remember the past with perfect fidelity. They needed to remember the lessons learned, the dangers encountered, and the strategies that ensured their survival. A rigid, inflexible memory system would have been a liability in a constantly changing environment. The ability to update our memories with new information, to extract the gist of an experience rather than every minute detail, allowed our ancestors to adapt to new challenges and pass on their genes. In a sense, our memories are less about preserving the past and more about preparing us for the future. They provide us with a framework for understanding this world, making decisions and navigating the complexities of human relationships. The fallibility of memory is not something to be feared, but rather a fundamental aspect of the human experience. It's a reminder that our perception of reality is subjective, malleable, and constantly evolving. By acknowledging the limitations of our own memories, we can become more critical thinkers, more empathetic listeners, and more reliable witnesses to our own lives. The next time a memory surfaces with crystal clarity, take a moment to appreciate the intricate and often imperfect processes that brought it to the forefront of your mind. Remember that your memory is not a static recording, but a dynamic tapestry woven from threads of experience, emotion, and imagination. Embrace the uncertainty, for it is in the gaps, the inconsistencies, and the ever-shifting sands of memory that the true richness of human experience resides. As we navigate the labyrinth of our memories, it's important to remember that we are not alone. Our collective experiences, though imperfect, weave a rich tapestry that binds us together. Sharing our stories, even those that are flawed or fragmented, fosters a deeper connection with one another. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Have you ever remembered something that turned out to be completely wrong? Let us know in the comments below. In the end, it's the shared moments, the laughter, the tears, and the lessons learned from our imperfect memories that truly define us. Embrace the power of shared stories, and let's continue this journey together, one memory at a time.